In the United States, the cost of healthcare leads to the downfall of thousands in our society.
Some 60,000 people a year die because I don't get to a doctor on time. I didn't hear much about that in that opening statement.
Call it what you wish. This is not how the quote-unquote greatest country in the world, the richest country in the world, should be operating. Citizens should see a doctor at the drop of a hat. Medical debt should not be in play, yet here we are.
Lindsay care that we have the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs, and that the pharmaceutical industry right now has 1,500 paid lobbyists in Washington, D.C. to make sure that in some cases we pay 10 times more for the medicine that we need.
Why is healthcare in the United States so expensive in the first place? The United States spends a staggering $3.2 trillion a year on healthcare. That's almost $10,000 per person. That's close to 20% of our economy. We spend more money on healthcare than any other country in the world.
The way the system is structured now, it is a cure-driven system, not a prevention-driven system.
We're the only country that does not have universal coverage. We have the lowest life expectancy at birth, highest death rates for avoidable and treatable conditions, the highest maternal and infant mortality, the highest suicide rates. We have the highest rate of people with chronic conditions and obesity, nearly twice the OECD average. And here's the amazing thing. Americans see physicians less often than people in other countries and have among the lowest rate of practicing physicians and hospital beds per 1,000 population. So we pay more.
And look at that.
For less.
That's why when I see the mainstream press put out a story recently, is it feel good? Not completely. Andrew Toles, seen here, played for the Los Angeles Dodgers from 2016 to 2018. He's only 30 years old at this time. He hit .364 in the 2016 postseason. He dealt with the torn ACL the following year, returned for only 17 games in 2018, then was largely unheard of. That was until we learned of his latest diagnosis: schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. He was arrested in June of 2020 on a trespassing charge. The local sheriff's office found Toles sleeping behind a FedEx building at the airport. Per USA Today, Toles battled bouts with anxiety prior to becoming a member of the Dodgers. With the Rays, he was the minor league player of the year, but was released and took a job in a grocery store prior to his coming out party in LA. Morgan Toles, an assistant coach at Kent State, is Andrew's brother. She said she felt relief when the mugshot was released. It would be reported Andrew was in and out of 20 mental health facilities since 2019, but he never stays long enough to get the help he desperately needs. Fast forward to the year 2021, the Dodgers signed Toles to their roster once again. However, it came with no dollars, rather to serve one purpose: health insurance. Recently, the Dodgers did it again for Toles. While we understand this is the system in place in this country, we must ask, should it take a billion-dollar corporation providing a contract to someone in dire need to obtain health care? That's the question we must ask. It all goes back to World War II. While Europe was devastated, the U.S. was booming, and the industry provided health care. Harry Truman considered national health care, but was upended by the Chamber of Commerce and the American Hospital Association and the American Medical Association. As the Times notes, more and more Americans receive coverage. And with that came employment-tied insurance, where hardworking citizens became dependent on the job to have coverage. And in all this, it cost the U.S. more money for private insurance, a fight lobbyists continue to this day, instead of getting with every established society and adopting Medicare for all, which saves trillions of dollars. Even right-wing think tanks have reached this conclusion. So look, is the Toles story feel good? Is it great? Yeah, it's great. Is it great for the Dodgers? Yes, of course. Is it beneficial to the big leaguer? 1,000%. Yes. But should it require a ball club signing him to get insurance that should be readily available? No matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter the, for lack of a better word, toll that life has taken on you, it should be readily available. And that's the bigger picture.